used to always be like, oh, that's too permanent. I would never do that. And here we are, 15 months later, with the locked hair.
See starlight, California skyline. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
Hey friends, my name is Sierra Cherise, and welcome to my channel where we're going to be following my sister lock journey and just my lifestyle in general, basically. So as of today, I have been locked for 15 months. So a round of applause for me, because if you know me, you know that this was a very, very, very hard decision. Like, I am super indecisive when it comes to my hair. Super indecisive. So the fact that I have been locked for 15 months is something that we should all celebrate. I really did not think too long and hard about making the decision to start Sisterlocks. Honestly, it's just something that popped up in my head one day. I think I was on Instagram and I started seeing so many beautiful women with different types of locks, and I was like, I always thought that I would never lock my hair. I used to always be like, oh, that's too permanent. I would never do that. And here we are, 15 months later, with the locked hair. For someone who never thought that they would lock their hair, it has been the best hair decision that I have ever made before. And let me tell you why. I go to bed and wake up and my hair's done. Like, come on, look at this. Like, I didn't do anything to this at all this morning, and I'm ready to go. I am ready to go, okay? So before I got Sisterlocks, I was literally that woman who planned everything around my hair. Like, and what I mean by that is my vacations. Okay, how am I gonna have my hair? Like, that was the focus of my vacation. Like, okay, I have to have some type of braids because I'm not dealing with natural hair on vacation. Working out. If I got a silk press, I'm not working out. And I just feel like your health is important. I shouldn't put my hair above my health to work out. That was the issue. My husband and I play co-ed flag football, and that was weekly. So once a week, I'm sweating my hair like crazy. So those are just some examples, and I was constantly always thinking about my hair. And yeah, and it's like, even if I got a silk press, as soon as I felt any type of moisture in my hair, prime example, that movie was an Loc'd, fixated on her hair. I wasn't to that extreme, but I felt sis. Like, I really understood where she was coming from. Honestly, and it's kind of like my subconscious started thinking about locks a little bit more, or maybe, you know, Instagram's algorithm started putting on my page a little bit more. I don't really know, but I probably thought about the process for about 2 to 3 months before actually committing and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lock my hair. And once I got it in my head that I was going to do it, I'm like, all right. So because my family and friends know me, I think they were super shocked when I decided that I wanted to lock my hair. Most of them were like, are you sure about that? Like, all right, I don't know, see. But I'm just like, no, it's just hair. And one thing about me, if I don't like the style, or if I'm tired of my hair, or if something happens to it, like one time I remember I was in a rush and I took my box braids out and I didn't comb my hair out. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. And I took some scissors myself and I cut it because it's just hair. So my thought process is, as long as I got just 1 inch or 2 inches to get some braids, to get a sew-in, hey, I can even put a glueless wig on, then I'm fine. Like, if it is just hair. If I did do this establishment and I did not like the locks, or if I went through that quote-unquote ugly phase, then I would just either chop it off or throw a wig on until I felt comfortable. Yes, it would have been a lot of money wasted because Sisterlocks are not cheap, but that was my thought process. So family and friends, they most of them, I would say, was reluctant that I was actually going to go through with it, or they didn't think that I was going to go through with it. I would say my husband was the #1 supporter. He was all for it, like, yeah, and once I told him that I was thinking about doing it, he was like, no, I think you really should do that. That would look so below as well. And she started my establishment. It took 2 days, 24 hours. Whew, that was a long time. 24 hours, y'all. I have not officially counted my locks, so I do not even know how many locks I have, to be honest. I do know it's over 300, but I've never sat down and actually counted them. Some of them have been married since then, so yeah, that's that. So everyone's lock journey is completely different, and I'm not gonna lie, one thing I was kind of nervous about is this ugly phase that everyone always talks about. And yeah, people say, oh, there's no such thing as an ugly phase, and if you feel like you're going through one, locks aren't for you. Whatever. I didn't want to go through the ugly phase, but once I got my establishment done from day one, I was like, oh, okay. Like, it literally boosted my ego just a little bit, because my locks were doing what they were supposed to do, okay? Like, even from day one, they just looked amazing. I couldn't keep my hands out of my hair, and I just knew, like, this was the best decision that I did. I knew that I was going to thoroughly enjoy this process from day one to now. And it's so crazy, too, because they say document, because you want to see your progression. I will say probably about 3 months ago, it's like, I don't think I'm seeing any progress. I don't think I'm seeing any change, any length, anything. But baby, when I watched my first video on day one that I did to now, let's just say I definitely saw a change. And I was shocked and excited. Like, okay, well, let's see, where this is going to go in the next 6 months, how my locks are going to be when I finally hit that 2-year mark. I'm just excited overall to see this process of this journey and where it's going to take me. And yeah. So I started posting day-to-day reels and posts and just stories on my Instagram about my progress. Just showing off, how the locks are flourishing. And I get a decent amount of comments and questions. So if you're one of those 10 to 20 people who repost my content, thank you so much. I am just so excited to see the progression of my locks, to see where it's going to take me when it's fully locked. Hopefully within the 2-year mark, I'll be fully locked. And you know what? I'm proud of myself, because like I said, this is month 15. I'm sticking with something different. I haven't changed. My feelings haven't changed about my hairstyle or anything like that. So yeah, I decided to do something permanent, and I'm loving it. So cool. Go ahead and do me a favor and click on the next video so y'all can see my top 5 hairstyles that I do, which takes me less than 10 minutes, y'all. Seriously, less than 10 minutes.
Hands on your thighs, lost in your eyes. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.